Well, besides the fact that I almost just fucked up, I feel good.
Right. Now we're amped, right?
Yeah, it's a great day.
Yes, sir.
I'll just you know what? Now I need to check the camera just in case.
I hear you. Mechanical issues today here at Axel Apartments.
Nice.
Perfect.
All right, basically what just happened was I hit record on the audio and the audio said no SD card. And I almost cried. And then I checked my backpack.
Are they expensive?
Yeah. I mean, it depends.
Yeah.
So like I need a specific kind and a specific like megabyte and everything, transfer speed and everything like that.
Yeah.
So right now it's about $33 for like just a micro SD.
Right. I was just really curious. I have no idea.
Could get.
That's why you do all
I
that
paid.
shit.
I paid $150 for like my actual camera when I was shooting 4K. I had to pay $150 for that SD card. But
Yeah, they get up in price
Oh, yeah.
really quick.
it's anything like electronic and like camera wise. It don't matter how small it is. It's about to be a couple $100 at least.
Yeah, if it's 3 terabytes or something, it's like 500.
I get like I got a bunch of fucking external hard drives. Fuck. At least like $80 a piece.
Yeah, I
like
got an
5 of them.
SSD one, a terabyte one. I got it off brand and everything, and it was still $100. I'm like,
Yeah.
This shit ain't cheap, people.
No. And like just running one of these pods is I'd say roughly about 100 gigs.
for sure. Yeah.
So including, well, right now we're only running one camera, so it's a little bit smaller than what we normally do. But even just with the one camera for an hour and a half, 2 hours, we're looking at 20 to 40 gigs just on video.
We ran for a while yesterday.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours.
It was an hour and 40, I believe.
Okay. Felt like way longer. Then again, yesterday was just a long day in general.
It was a good
Day
one,
after
though.
St. Pat's. Did you do anything for St. Patrick's Day?
I had a beer tasting on
Nice.
St. Pat's Day. I sold 10 beers. I don't get commission, so it doesn't really matter. But I did a
Where
killing.
was that at? Was it?
Princeton's in Maple Grove.
Okay.
I love that place.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
We go to Malone's a lot.
Yeah. Nice.
I
Nice.
saw you were at Elm Creek Brewing.
Yeah.
Is that in Maple Grove?
Yeah. It's right on 169.
Yeah. I used to actually work at Elm Creek, like Three Rivers Park District, for
Nice.
the snowboard and ski tube hill and stuff for 7 years.
My friend does Highland.
Yeah, I worked there too. When
Highland's
Highland didn't have enough people, they transferred me over there and stuff. So that was a good experience working with all those people too.
Yeah, I worked at the Coon Rapids Dam for a year.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
We used to go
What'd
there
you
and
do?
longboard all the time.
Pick up trash, basically. It was
Okay.
horrible.
Were you driving like the little buggy or
yeah,
something?
the 4-wheeler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super sweet.
Yeah.
I'm like, I used to bike around this when I was a kid, and now I'm driving something. through it.
Yeah.
I like the dam. We used to go there. If
It's
we didn't
fun.
go to Bunker in Andover, we'd go there and longboard. Kravis Dam.
Yeah, it's a nice spot.
Yeah. Well, welcome back to the Gotta Be Good podcast. We got Justin from, did you just say Invictus Brewery then?
Yeah, I guess I'm from Invictus Brewing, but it's from Justin Craft Beer on Instagram and TikTok. So
Oh, man.
So, are you when you say Justin Craft Brewing, is Justin Craft Brewing like your own entity, and then you get
Justin-
hired?
Yeah, it's just my Instagram page and
Okay.
TikTok page. So it's just Justin Craft Beer.
Okay, so it's not
It's
like
not
your
like a
own
brewing
LLC or
company.
nothing, and
No.
you get hired by other breweries to
Yeah,
promote on your Instagram page and
yeah,
stuff?
I can get promoted. 56, I had a couple things where I did a reel for the Respect event, and I got like as much free beer as I wanted that day.
Fire.
That was super cool. My friends really liked me that day.
Yeah.
So then, are you kind of like almost like an independent contractor then, like through some of these brewery companies?
It's called a nano influencer.
Okay.
If you have 1,000 to, some people say 9,000, 5,000 followers on whatever you have, you can get $50 to like $200 per post.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
That's cool.
56, they didn't have actual money to start paying me until like the summer. So that's why they're doing that deal. Invictus actually gives me $50 per post if it's not a beer review post.
Yeah.
That my normal stuff.
Right. That's why I was super curious because when I met you at Hy-Vee liquor store and you're giving out samples, I'm like, you said you do like the social media. I'm like, that sounds really interesting. You should definitely come on the podcast. We'll talk about it, man.
It's fun. So for you guys today on the Gotta Be Good podcast, I thought I'd bring a beer called
Good.
Oh, I didn't even see that, dude. Let's
Bro,
go.
I'm gonna just say one thing.
Thank you.
Have you ever heard of Good Golf?
I don't think so.
There's these kids
Like some
probably
YouTube?
probably around our age called Good, and they just golf, and they're pretty good, and they got good content for sure. So that's funny that there's actually a beer called Good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch me start drinking this all the time now.
I've always felt weird about being the Gotta Be Good podcast because of Good Golf, because their name's Good. And I was like, well, what if we do something like that? You know, we're
We could
about
collab.
to steal.
We'll go play some golf with them and they'll
Facts,
kick our ass,
bro.
but whatever.
Facts. I'm a sleeper golfer.
We'll bring the good golf. Or,
Might not look
beer
good,
too.
but I am good.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Oh,
Slow
fuck yeah, dude.
Just kidding.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you bringing these, man.
problem. Yeah, the Good is brewed with a blend of Citra, Mackinac, and Mandarinian Bavarian hops.
Who brews this? It says it's from St. Paul.
Dual Citizen Brewing Company.
Nice.
Pretty good.
And then its aromas of citrus, tropical fruit, Hawaiian punch, and melon. It's the
Oh,
It's good.
perfect beer for a round of golf. Mentioning
Perfect.
golf.
Oh,
Perfect.
wow. Shout out to Good Golf, you know. You might have to get a good beer.
I haven't had this.
This
one in a
kind of
while.
tastes like, I can compare it to the fucking mango.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name either. Like the Hawaiian looking can. Fuck, what is that called?
It's
You're-
not Big Wave.
No.
You're not thinking Mango Cart, are you?
No,
Maybe.
no.
It's got like the Hawaiian
It's
dude on it, I think.
It kind of has like the image of Big Wave on it, but it's a mango blonde.
Yeah. I think that's right.
Who's it by?
I think it would be Mango Cart. That's the only one
No.
I can
It's-
think of.
Here,
You might be right.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah,
I'm
you
looking
gotta
up.
look
You might be right.
Yeah, so this is the first hazy oat IPA I've ever seen or heard of. And it kind of cuts down the bitterness,
Oh, for
having
sure.
like a little maltiness. in it.
Lithbridge.
Lithbridge.
Yeah,
Oh.
Lithbridge Mango Blonde is this kind of what I can
Oh.
compare it to. It almost, I think the Mango Blondes have a little more heavier taste than this one. This one's pretty light, but it's got really good flavors.
Yeah, and it is
Just like the Mango Blonde.
6.5% too.
The
So,
can. Let me. We'll just do a
mess you
little
up a
review.
little.
The can looks clean. It looks smooth. It's very basic, but it's new. It's not a beer can that I've seen before.
Looks like quality.
Yeah,
It's absolutely quality.
hazy oat IPA 6.4.
So how do you even get into like the beer influencer like industry, man? I'm really curious
So
about that.
I honestly wasn't like a big beer drinker
Right.
when I like turned 21. My parents are bringing me out. They're like, yeah, have a shot of tequila, and it's like,
My man,
whatever.
I love tequila.
Yeah, so I love tequila now, but it took me a couple years to like warm up to everything. And then 2 years ago, I just started drinking craft beer all the time. I went down to Florida. We had a mango Hefeweizen, the best beer I've ever had to this date. I mean, rare candies from Elm Creek.
Can you
Have heard of it?
explain what a Hefeweizen is?
So that's a classification of beer. It's more like a blonde ale. It has a banana and clove taste. It's very traditional.
Yeah.
There was one that I had last week that was from 1240. That was from 1200, like
Like
you know,
the year.
like 800 years ago.
Oh
yeah.
damn!
Yeah.
Some rare beer, dude.
What?
Yeah, that's the recipe.
Was it in a can
No,
or
it's
like
just the recipe.
Oh,
It's
okay.
from
Okay.
1240.
Okay.
So that's
okay.
how long ago that they've been making these.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a traditional German brew. And I had a mango one in Florida. And I've been trying to look for it again and again. So I went out and started buying a new beer almost every single time. And then I'm like, oh, let me have an app or something. Because one of my friends was like, why don't you post this or something?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I started posting it. And then 400 beers later, I'm like, maybe I should make an Instagram channel.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, from what I've seen, we've only been following each other for a couple days, but
Yeah.
the way you kind of promote the beers definitely has a different vibe than just like drink the beer. You know,
Right.
you've been throwing it in the snow
yeah,
and shit. I was
kinda
like,
cut
and then you
loose
pull out the
type of way.
hockey fucking logo and stuff. I was like, bro, I want to drink that beer.
Right. Right. That one even fell down and stuff
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
snow. It looks scripted and it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks, even like the way you're pouring the beer into the cups and stuff, it
Yeah.
looks very professional.
Sweet.
Are you just using like an iPhone for all these shots?
I am using my iPhone 14 Pro. That's
Okay.
it. And then I have
Oh, the
a.
Apple.
Right.
Oh yeah, show the Apple right.
Yeah. Real quick.
Yeah.
Give us a sponsor.
Yeah.
I could
For
use a
real.
couple more iPhones.
Yeah, we only got one recording right now. We could have 5.
Right. I
Right.
swear to God. They're just so simple. Like the thing I like about the iPhone is that it exposes everything and it focuses everything without my
Right.
like knowledge of having to like adjust. So like we do have 2 cameras in the backpack over there, but those
It's more for like a bigger type of room.
yeah, this is just a pretty small room. I would like to actually get like some DSLR cameras instead, just to
Nice.
get that like bokeh effect and like that crisp, clean look. But as of right now, iPhones are killing it. So shout out to Apple.
Yeah, we recorded on some Black Magic cameras when we were doing my podcast. So
Those
yeah,
Black Magic ones are fucking movie cameras.
absolutely. We actually do my professor from River Falls, Wisconsin, and he rents them out from the school. So
Damn, the school's got the Black
yeah,
Magics?
they have 4 of them.
That's
he convinced-
that's actually crazy.
Yeah, he convinced the director to buy 3 more because they have a cinema and music.
I was gonna ask, do they have like a theater type of like program
yeah.
or
Then
something?
that makes sense.
Yeah,
That
so
makes
they'll
sense.
have the music students work with the theater students to make like actual movies now.
Mhm.
Nice.
I'm like, where was I? Like, what? It just got put in last
yeah,
year.
like, why
and I'm
wasn't
like,
I going to school there when that happened?
I would have loved that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got a full studio in River Falls now.
That's what's up,
It's
dude.
crazy.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's just like, you wouldn't think that River Falls would have like a
But I
program
know,
like that.
No.
I know you don't understand cameras. But
I
like,
don't, but
Black
Black
Ma-
Magic just sounds like
the Black Magic
Blue Label
cameras.
type shit.
Black Magic cameras are basically what you're watching on Netflix.
Crazy. That's what's
So
up though.
like they're very top of the line cameras.
So
and then it works with DaVinci so well, and
Yeah.
DaVinci is free. So I'm like,
That
Word.
Yeah.
I started using DaVinci for a little bit, but I'm so used to Adobe products, so I went back to Adobe.
of course.
Once we started doing this stuff, I was making a lot of disc golf videos, so I was using DaVinci for that. You
nice.
disc golf?
I love disc golf.
I'm very big into it.
Nice.
Uh,
Riverfront's my main course.
Blue ribbon for me.
Blue ribbon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
I
you're
live-
like really good.
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm pretty
Tony's good at most athletic things he does. I
But
would
Blue
say.
Ribbon's literally 7 minutes away from my house.
Nice.
So I'm pretty in tune with everything
Yeah,
that's going on. At
We got to
Blue.
go to Base Ribbon on Saturday.
Yeah.
not- Hesh and Bomber gonna be there. We gotta go.
I mean, yeah, I could talk to some people and get us there. For
I mean, I
sure.
would more than willingly buy a day pass.
They don't have day passes yet. So
They better
we
get 'em.
either got to wait or I can talk to somebody who I could just pay word of mouth.
Word.
So that's what I did last year.
We'll bring Justin too. He'll bring all the beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
I
like,
mean,
a case
even
at
if
my
you
house.
wanted to like set up a fucking tent there, I'm sure we
Oh,
could.
that's a
do
good
that.
idea, actually. Let's go.
They got a lot of vendor openings and stuff too, and I don't know if they're like closed for the vendor openings, but I do know people there, and if we talk to them, we could possibly get something set up as far as like a podcast tent, or I guess your main thing is Invictus then.
Yeah,
So we could probably get an Invictus brewery tent up as well. I mean, last time their main thing is Surly. Surly is a big thing at Blue Ribbon.
Rocking the
so
Surly
there's
shirt right now.
yeah, you are.
I got this from the Blue Ribbon. Yeah, the Blue Ribbon Open last year.
Nice.
Yeah, I got it for free in the raffle.
Nice.
What?
It was the Surly Open last year.
You probably see me there then.
Yeah.
Because I won I won something, but I got to go up and pick. Is this the same time?
Same
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
I had like the choice of Tenacious D tickets
Oh
and
my
all this
goodness.
stuff. And
So you got
you want to know what I
away.
took? You want to know what I took?
Away. Yeah.
I took a fucking case of beer.
I mean,
But
whatever.
after I took the
The
case, I looked up the
Tenacious
Tenacious D tickets.
Oh, come on.
That's just like $200 and some dollars.
I could have had a
piece.
good come up.
Yeah,
I could have easily, or I
Jack
could have
Black.
went because I like.
Oh, is that Jack Black's
Shout out-
band?
Yeah.
No
Shout out
way.
to
they're
I would have probably
comedy.
went, honestly.
Yeah, they're
Shout
a
out
comedy
to-
band, too.
Shout out to Dave Shue, our boy.
R.I.P.
He's kind of the one who put me on to Tenacious D at his house when he was playing guitar. He'd always play Tenacious D, and I didn't even know who it was until like I saw. What's that movie?
Rock of School of Rock.
School
or
of
whatever,
Rock.
something like
Yeah,
that.
that's when I realized that Tenacious D is Jack Black, and
He's also hilarious.
those
He's
tickets were
hilariously
fucking $200 and something a piece, and I could have grabbed 2 of them.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Sell them for
somebody said, "Grab the beer," and I was like,
Fuck it.
"Grab the beer."
I'll do it for the clout.
I was staring at those tickets too. I was like,
Yeah,
you know
you must have
what?
gotten picked like first.
Um,
Because those went right away.
I think I was 4th.
Fourth.
Probably about
Wow.
4th. Yeah. Everybody else was taking like the things. There was a disc
there was
golf
a
basket
basket,
and
yep.
stuff. So somebody took that. And then a couple other things were definitely better than the tickets. So I missed out on the opportunity, but I did get a 12-pack. What's up?
Was it Surly? Or
Yeah, it was serious. It was
serious?
Surly. It was like a bubble gum or
Interesting.
something. It was good
It's a
though. It was a
variety
good
pack, probably.
beer.
I don't really like
It
bubble
was
gum
a
flavor.
variety pack, but the only thing that was in there were 12 beers of the same beer. But it was a good one, so I didn't
At
mind
least
it.
you won something.
I just felt like I lost out on the Tenacious D tickets after the fact, you know.
So did you grow up like in like Anoka, Hennepin area? Like your
Yeah,
life
in
then?
the same spot, honestly, that I am right now. For
And-
like 6 months, we were down in southern Minneapolis, and then we moved up here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So Minnesota your whole life then?
Yeah.
For sure.
Vacationed a lot, almost every
Mhm.
single summer. We went out to California. I've driven
Nice.
out to Oregon a couple times. That's a big drive.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. Have you guys been to Hawaii at
No.
all?
No,
I wish.
I almost did.
It's great.
I'm sure
if
we'll
you-
make it out there at some
Yeah,
point.
yeah. The pod will make it out.
Yeah,
there
exactly.
someday. But it's great if you have someone like a family member living
like
out
lives
there.
there.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah. Isn't that
Yeah.
you did?
Yeah, my
Okay.
aunt lived out there.
I know a
and then-
female that lives there.
Fire.
Yeah. so you gotta
I
connect.
used to. I think she moved back.
Nice. Yeah, and then I
Um,
go down to Florida a bunch. I love the Clearwater area now. I'm kind of in
Sure.
love with it.
Were you a big fan of like the Keys?
See, it's a little out of my price range because it's like you have to drop $700 to get there and have a nice place for a couple days. And
Yeah.
Clearwater, it's like 400,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
it's pretty
we-
much the same.
We drove.
To
I drove to
Nice.
like Miami for Rolling Loud in my car, and we
Ah.
stayed for 6 or 7 days.
I think I
so
stayed for like 5.
I stayed for 6.
I got a
or
flight
7
home. I
days.
drove with you guys down there, but I got a
Yeah.
flight home, which was nice.
And then so there was 3 days for Rolling Loud, and then we had 3 days to just do whatever. And we drove pretty far into the Keys. I think the farthest we went was Key Largo.
I think Key
believe.
Largo
That's
was
the way
honest.
to do it.
And
Key Largo
it
was like the
pretty
beginning of the
Like
Keys.
it was a great experience because you're literally driving on a road and you're looking left and right and you're in the ocean.
Right? Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah. If you have a car,
In my
that's the way to
own
do it.
car.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one I'm driving today.
You guys are
That's
ski.
just crazy.
Because you can fly into Key West, which
Mhm.
is another $500.
Yeah.
Or you're renting a car and flying in. So that, yeah, if you have your own car, Key West is definitely an option.
It was a scary feeling, but it felt so cool, you know.
Right.
Yeah, ocean and ocean.
Yeah.
So, did you go to Coon Rapids High School then?
Yeah, I did.
For sure. I actually graduated from there too.
Nice.
2015.
Was that where you
2016.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Crazy.
was that
I only went there for like a year though.
Oh, all right.
I went to Andover most of my life.
Coon Rapids like where you normally resided then?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, that was home base.
I went to Crossroads for my high school years.
Which is in Coon Rapids.
Yeah,
Right off the
yeah.
It's
boulevard.
right there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's right there.
My
It's close to
favorite
my
school.
house.
I loved it.
Nice.
You ever go to the boulevard?
Where is that?
It's like kind of a
Kind
little
of by
past
the
Cheapskate.
hospital.
Yeah,
Or
right by
the U-Haul.
Yeah, I know where that is. My friend
The
James
storage and
lives over
U-Haul?
there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right across the street. from
I
U-Haul.
don't go there much. I think I went there once or twice.
Yeah, no, I just got a family member that works there. So full tab,
Nice.
so I'm always up in there. Otherwise, shortstop for the burgers.
Muddy Cow for 2 for 1.
We go to the Muddy Cow all the time.
2 for
also.
1. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you host events at Invictus Brewing, or do you kind of promote the events, or
Yeah, I'm just
are
a
you-
brand ambassador, so they have an app and everything, and I just
Okay.
go on there and I accept different jobs. And I've done 2 events now, the Beer Dabbler and the one in St. Paul.
Yeah.
Or St. Paul, St. Cloud. The Beer Dabbler is in St. Paul. It's the state fair. That was crazy. Yeah.
I'm sure the state fair is always crazy.
Yeah. So I looked it up. I've done 18 events for them. So it's basically just a 2-hour thing, 4 to 6 at a Hy-Vee or a liquor store or something like that.
Yeah. So basically, you're just kind of the guy giving out samples and
Yeah.
stuff at liquor stores. And
They give me a lot of beer. They just give it to me. They gave me 3 cases of beer last week for 3 beer tastings. And then they gave me another case because for some reason they thought I needed more. And so I have like 60 cans at home.
right.
Yeah, so I invested $252 in a beer fridge.
I mean, you kind of have to at that point. You know what I mean?
You
You have to. Like,
So I'm gonna have some nice content with that coming soon because it's a clear door beer fridge,
Mhm.
so you'll be able to see the beer in it.
yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
That'll be. Does it say like Invictus Brewing on
No,
or
no.
anything? It's just a normal
Yeah,
beer
it's just a
fridge.
normal
Okay.
beer fridge.
Did you say Labatt?
Huh?
Am I just tripping?
Probably.
Yeah,
Beer
I think
think
I'm
you're
just tripping. My
tripping.
bad.
We're
think
talking about.
I'm overly
fridges.
tired.
Yeah, the beer fridges are really expensive.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're crazy.
So is Invictus Brewing like your main focus, or are you able to like
It's
reach
kinda-
to other breweries as well?
Yeah, it's kind of a side gig for now because I really want to go with Prize. I've been trying to get that job for a little bit because you like get benefits.
What's
and
Prize?
Stuff.
Like health benefits?
Like
401k?
they say benefits. Yeah,
I mean, that's
like,
usually what that
anything.
means.
that's
So
usually what
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
dental.
Yeah. It's down East River Road.
Oh, that's
across the,
probably not even that far from here then.
Yeah,
another
it's across the
another brewery.
Yeah, it's across
Okay.
the river from Psycho Susie's basically.
Oh, I might
Yeah.
have been there before. Do they have a big
Okay.
garage usually open in the summertime?
I believe so. They have this just huge outdoor space.
Is it like northeast then?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's by
Yeah.
Psycho Susie's, then it's northeast.
Yeah. Have you guys been to 56? Because I've
I
been
don't think
talking about
so.
that.
No, I
That
don't
place
believe
is
so.
So dang good.
I honestly,
my
I'm more of a
goodness.
bar guy, but
Yeah.
every time I go to a brewery, I'm like, why don't I just go to breweries more often?
I go to breweries all the time.
They usually
Yeah.
got smacking food too.
Right.
Like Invictus's pizza is so good.
But their nachos is great too. That's the Tipsy Steer. So the Tipsy
I'm a
Steer
big
has
nacho fan.
pork shoulder nachos.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So Tipsy Steer also has a couple different locations. in Minneapolis. I think that's one more location. There might be two more, other than the one that's at
sure.
Invictus.
We should just have you take us out sometime, and we'll just hit all the breweries
Yeah,
one day,
for
like on a
sure.
Saturday or something.
Yeah, so I would just take you in the North Loop. You can go to Free House, and then it has 7 different restaurants in this like cafe place with a bar. And then around that, it's Modest, Fulton, First Draft.
Fulton's good.
Yeah.
Lonely Blondes.
Yeah. They have their War and Peace there. It's a 11% stout. It's crazy. Yeah, and then they have it with cocoa nibs, and oh man. Have you guys ever gone to a self-serve
Yes, one time.
beer tap?
One time.
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
First Draft and the Rusty Bumblebee.
I think it's First Draft.
Yeah,
Is that the one
First
that
Draft
has
is
like
so
the
good.
neon sign, the purple neon sign on the wall?
Possibly. It's right
it
by
says-
the Target Center. Right by,
Yeah.
the Target field.
It's kind of connected to like an apartment building.
Kind of,
almost.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've definitely been there then.
Yeah. And then Modest is right there too. Yeah.
That was a good experience going to serve yourselves your own
Oh,
beer, just
sounds
looking
dangerous.
at the lineup. There's like literally
40 ounces. That's the limit they give
Okay,
you.
and then do you have to re-up, or do they not let you?
You have to.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
re-up.
Okay.
You can
You
re-up.
can double up on it.
I'm not cut off after 40 ounces. I'll tell you that much.
no. 40 ounces is light work.
I've been drinking beer.
Yeah. They also have wine. So I'm not kidding.
They
have,
got
like-
wine on tap.
yeah, they have like 5 different types of
I didn't
wine.
even know that. I went there probably I want to say 3 years ago.
They
So it was
probably
a
didn't
long
have
time ago.
wine back then.
Yeah.
The Rusty Bumblebee, if you guys make it up there right now, they just opened up, so they're gonna have like the best beer for the best
I'm
price.
trying to think. So I used to spend a lot of time in Fargo, and there's this really popular brewery there, and I cannot think of the name of it, but they make like these like smoothie beers that are super good.
Drecker?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dreckers is super
Yeah.
good. They actually sell Dreckers at Frilly Liquor.
Yeah.
Shout out Frilly Liquor. I'm a club member there.
I have $5 off next time I come in.
Yeah. It's like every $100 you spend, you get like, but you can save them too. You can like
Yeah.
save up all your points, and then I think at some point you get like $50 off or something.
Yeah,
like
they
that.
have a special Drecker drop whenever you can ask, and they'll be
They
like,
usually got-
next Thursday.
There's usually someone always in there doing some kind of tasting also, which is
Oh,
great.
yeah.
I'll take a tasting for sure. But yeah, Drecker is really good. It's just like different, like smoothie beer.
Yeah,
Not
they have
all of them are
their-
like that, but
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I really haven't had one of their IPAs, but they had a mint julep smoothie shake, and it was just a shamrock shake basically.
oh, that sounds.
and it
really
was like
good, actually.
8% and had like this sharp.
Dreckers is
carbonation.
expensive though, dude. A 6-pack is like $30.
Yeah, they don't.
Drecker
do
is
six-pack.
just like a brand of beer. or
Yeah,
something?
that's out
it's
of
a
Fargo.
company. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Humble Forager is the same level, and they literally don't have a brewery. They're just a distributor because they get their ingredients from Madagascar, Japan, another place,
Very
in
international.
South America, and
Hell
then
yeah.
they'll combine 3 flavors from literally 3 different places in the
Yeah.
world.
That's crazy. Sorry, I had to go pee, and so I kind of missed the whole event talk a little bit. Do you host events then?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'll be a helper for them right now. Most of the people that's more in control of it are like my bosses and
For
stuff.
sure.
Okay.
Do you ever
Yeah.
do you ever go to like any bars and like pitch beer?
No, I don't.
This when I was working in the beer industry, there's always people coming in pitching beer, whiskey, or whatever, and
Yeah, I saw that at the Beer Dabbler. A guy just walked in with 2 samples of whiskey. And
they
was
usually
like,
give you like they let the like who's ever the high honcho there try it, and a couple of the coworkers, and then they'll give you like a bottle or 2, and if it does well, then start supplying that bar.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm. Would love to be a alcohol salesman. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'm just a brand ambassador for the last 3 months. So I think I'm gonna get into more of that space
Yeah, for sure.
pretty quick.
We want to start like hosting events. Like obviously the
Yeah.
podcast will always be going on, but obviously we interview like a lot of like artists and stuff like that. So I think we could start hosting some events. Bring your beer.
Yeah, I'll bring it to
for sure.
good or whatever I think.
That would be
is
sick, actually.
Good
fun.
beer.
Yeah, I hope this is one of their staples. On the bottom, I didn't notice this until the other day. It says "fuck the Supreme Court" on it.
Hey,
Shout out to
I'm gonna
good.
start drinking this.
Yo,
You were saying? Pretty good.
I feel what this beer is saying, like fuck the Supreme Court.
Fuck the system.
I got some definitely controversial opinions when it comes to that. Like, fuck you guys. You guys don't need to make $200K a year for sleeping. That's all I gotta say.
So what was how was your college experience then, or
that was
Falls?
fun. I mean, it's a good time.
Mhm.
I'm more of an introvert, but I still get out and have fun.
I feel like with your new gig though, it's probably making you a little less introvert though. Don't you think?
Well, but when you're at home, it almost makes you more because you're like, well, I went out. I went out and had fun. And then it's like, all right, I'm coming back.
For sure.
Enjoying it. I used to work at ACR homes and I did overnights on the weekends.
Gotcha.
Oh, that was horrible.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, so it was basically filled with that, and then I would have a big party every Sunday morning at my dorm room.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because I would get off at 8 in the morning.
Shout out dorm parties.
Why not?
Yeah, it was hilarious. Everyone's coming back in from their party last night, and I'm just starting.
The dorm life's always so funny, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't even go to college, but I've definitely been to a few dorm parties, 100%.
Yeah, it was just cheaper for me than like an apartment or something. And
right.
I mean,
why did you stay in the dorms like your whole?
I did
there?
stay in apartments for a little bit, and they got real crazy real quick. I'm like, all right, I don't need this in my life. I'm going back to my dorm.
I hear you.
And then I just stayed in dorm my whole entire college experience. Yeah, because it was
Probably saved a bunch of money. Didn't you?
it was like a fifth of the price.
I might have missed this, but what college was it?
River Falls,
Okay.
University of Wisconsin.
I know quite a
Okay.
few people that went there actually.
Yeah, I had a beer tasting with a guy last weekend, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I got my psychology degree from there." And I'm like, "I got my psychology degree."
Let's be friends.
Yeah, the guy's like, "Oh, I've been working in like the not the court system, like the prison system for 25 years." And he's like, "Dude, I wanna do a podcast because I have a bunch of true crime stuff." And he's like,
Those are actually
serial
huge.
killers.
Yeah.
And,
Like murder podcasts and stuff like.
he's actually talked to people.
I'm not a fan
in
of
his
them, to
psychology.
be honest.
I'm not either, but they're very popular though.
Yeah,
They're very
popular.
fucking popular,
Yeah.
but like,
They're like,
to me,
holy
it's
I don't want to hear about
how
that
does
shit.
how to me how does this person who's a regular person like me know more information than I do
well,
about a crime?
right.
Like, how do they
Well-
get the insights that they have besides Google?
Well, have you seen the movie American Psycho with Christian Bale?
No.
I've been wanting to see that movie.
Definitely watch. It's one of my
Yeah.
favorite, but it's
Yeah.
basically this everyday guy. I think he's like a fucking lawyer or something like that, but he is like a serial killer, but you would never think he is. So kind of like I think the moral of the story was just kind of like anybody could be a serial killer and you'd have no idea type of shit. But I'm not going to wreck the ending for you guys because it's a mind fuck.
Yeah, I get it. It's
Well,
just not that intriguing to me because it doesn't. I know it's real, but it doesn't seem real.
It can happen though, man.
Well, speaking of movies, did you guys see Everything Everywhere All at Once?
No,
No.
but I should.
No, you guys have.
I
to.
should.
It's
I should.
So
I'm a
damn
big movie
good.
guy too.
Oh, it's so damn good. I'm gonna get AMC A-list.
I was honestly going to ask
Yeah.
you if you do anything with, because pretty much all theaters have bars now. So
Yeah, Imagine Theater, best bar. Imagine. It's
Where's that
the
at?
Best. There's one in. Well, the only ones I know are super far away in Rogers and Egan, but there's 3 other closer ones.
Rogers isn't like
not
too
crazy
far
far.
from here.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just go up Highway 10.
Egan's definitely far.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
They had 5 Bald Man Brewing beers on tap there. I'm like, what?
I'm sure the Egan one's super nice though.
It was so
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. Yeah, I like going to that.
I'm sure you gotta fucking go out there for those kind of places where they serve beer at movie theaters, because if you did that here, I don't know how good that would work.
Yeah,
It
the
might
AMC show
start
place.
some stuff.
It's never open.
I was
Never open.
I usually ask the bartender though. I'm just always curious, like, what's it like being a bartender at a theater? He's like, honestly, it's so chill, but it's too chill, so your day just is the slowest.
Yeah.
You're basically just sitting there and on your phone pretty much half the time. But
That sounds boring. Like,
right.
seriously.
But it'd be easy.
But you don't get tips.
No?
Well, because
Really?
it's so slow.
You do get tips.
Well,
It's
of
not
course,
a
you
lot,
did get a
but-
couple.
Yeah,
I was gonna
it's
say,
just for the 4 people that showed up.
4 people that show up. Yeah.
Well, most people are smart and just throw a couple shooters in their pocket. And go to the
Yeah,
theater.
for sure. I mean, I got big pockets. I got a hoodie.
Put it in your girl's purse.
You know the deal.
Yeah, my cousin brought a Coke can into the theater the other day, and he's just
Little Jack and Coke.
yeah.
What are your? I'm just curious. What do your parents think about like what you do?
They're fine with it. I'm making money. I actually have a more legitimate gig.
Mhm.
I didn't have a job for about a year, all of last year, so I don't have any taxes to do. I wrote 1,000 words a day, like motivational stuff, trying to understand story structure. A lot of boring stuff. But
What do you mean by that?
like Joseph Campbell's heroic story. It's a 17-step thing where you're called to action, and a normal person, everyone's going to be afraid, and then it goes from that to stepping into your journey to thinking you have it all down to, well, not everyone has everything completely correct, and then you feel like you can't do it, and then it's like, all right, but you can do it.
So
And
your
then you
last
incorporate all of your information.
your last year, or
Yeah.
the year you're talking about, was basically more of like a mental health journey for you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's kind of my therapy, my writing.
Yeah, I understand
And
that.
you're a psychology major then too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I make music and stuff, so that's kind of my therapy writing, I suppose, as
Yeah.
well. And I guess where it started is kind of where you're talking about, is just kind of writing it down, you know?
Yeah,
And
I'm
just-
really into rap, and I
Do
write
you-
raps and stuff.
So do you write poetry or anything, or
Yeah,
would
I
you
can.
would you classify it as like you're just writing some raps?
Sort of. It used to be more rhyming. It
Mhm.
used to be more rap structure, and then now I'm getting more into story structure where I'll have some lines rhyme together, and I'll get like one every time I write where I'm like, oh crap, that was actually a really good line.
Right? Yeah.
Bars,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's usually one line out of 1,000.
Yeah.
So, and so I'm more writing the whole story down now.
Have you ever tried to like actually make music?
Oh,
and,
yeah,
like
yeah.
record it.
Yeah. I worked on that for a couple years. Yeah, like three-ish years. I freestyle like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, I love
Tony's
it.
got
Oh,
like
man.
a studio and stuff.
Yeah, I be recording in my room all the time.
Yeah, I have an SM7B from the podcast, so it's like I
I
can have
used
a
to.
fan going.
I
can
used to have
this
one,
going.
but I was like, I don't need this. You know, like it was too much. I just didn't like the amount of work that I had to put into it to make my voice sound
Okay,
good.
yeah.
So I got a different mic, and like it's Audio Technica T something or whatever. It's just like $100 mic, and I actually got a processor instead. So
Mm.
like the mic does just fine for me no matter what mic I'm on. I think the way I process my voice is what really makes or breaks it. So I have a DBX 280 or 380 or something. I forget the exact name, but that's got like the whole expander, gate, EQ and stuff. So that shit makes my fucking voice sound crisp.
That's awesome. Yeah, I just have a little mixer too. So
You got like the Scarlett the Scarlet 2i2 or something?
I forgot. It has like that XYZ. It's got a technical name. I don't know where it's from. It's just those old fashioned box.
Yeah.
And it connects into my computer.
Yeah. Same here. I mean, it's not something that is my main focus. It's more of like an outlet, and I just do it whenever I feel like I need to. I would love to get in the studio, work with people who know what they're doing, because like as far as when it comes to being creative and making your voice sound a certain way and adding the backtracking and stuff, I'm not good at that.
Yeah.
I'm good at just like writing some bars and making the beat sound good with my voice.
Nice.
But that's it.
Yeah, my friend, he's like basically an audio engineer, and I try to get him in the studio all the time, but whenever we're hanging out, he's like, dude, I do music for a living. I don't want to do this. Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. We're just out here having fun.
I know. Yeah.
Doesn't need to be professional all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think that's a big thing for me, is where I'm trying to disconnect from being like too serious about it, because I know I'm gonna fuck up. I'm not fucking Drake. I'm not like anybody in that caliber at all. So I kind of have to allow myself to be worse than what I think I could be,
Right.
and just
And at the end of the day,
create.
too, yeah, is being creative. And I think people like lose touch with you're doing it because you like to do it. And I think people are like, it has to be a job all the time, you know?
Right. It's like writing in a journal. It's
Mhm.
the exact same concept. When you
Right.
write in a journal, you don't tell anybody. You don't
Mhm.
have to show anybody. And I think people kind of get this idea in their head, like when they make music, they have to classify themselves as a rapper or a country singer or something like that.
Producer or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but you could just classify yourself as, I'm just having fun, just like how you would draw on a piece of paper. Even though you're not an artist, you don't
Mhm.
paint, you don't do anything like that. All you're doing is putting words from your head onto a beat. You don't need to classify yourself as
Right.
something. You just want,
I
you
feel like
just
a
need
lot
to
of
be
people.
creative.
I feel like a lot of people don't even like tell people that they like low key make music.
you don't
it's just
need
something they do,
you
like,
don't
at home.
need to though.
Right? No, I know.
So I think that's a big fucking stigma too, is like if you've recorded on a beat, people are like, oh, you're a rapper? They ask you these questions like you're a rapper, and it's like, no, bro, like it's the same thing you do when you go out to the bar and enjoy a beer.
100%.
Except
I
I'm
try to do
just
that a
putting
lot.
words into it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I have a different outlet of having fun. So I think if we can change the image of music and just kind of make it seem like a sport that you play, instead
Mhm.
of like once you start this, you're classified as a rapper, and then people ask you like, so are you going to continue to rap now?
Mhm.
Well, what about all the other sports that I played? Are you going to ask me about, well, are you going to continue to sport now? Kind of like shit like that, you know?
I never thought of it like that. It sounded really funny when you said that.
I mean, it's kind of like something that makes me upset in my head, because people think once you make music, if you tell somebody you make music, they automatically go to like, how are you going to make money off that?
Yeah, that's one of the main views of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's difficult.
But
like,
why
even
can't you
Michael
just have
Jackson
fun?
didn't make money. Like he made money, but he made 1.5%. Have you heard of that?
Nuh-uh.
He made like anywhere from only 1 to 5% of the total money. The distribution companies, the record companies, they got all the rest of it. And so like what I'm looking at nowadays is KSI on TikTok.
Mhm.
He has 1 million followers. He has 200 million likes.
Yeah.
He made around $1,200
What?
on TikTok.
So that's where
Yeah.
like your management company comes into play, and like it's all a fucking money grab, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So why can't us as a human, anybody, just go and have fun and make music, instead of seeing it as like, oh, you make music? Why aren't you performing?
Right.
Why aren't you releasing music? Like, bruh, it's the same reason why artists don't release art. they're at their house painting and doing things because they want to do it for themselves. You don't need to release music just because you're a rapper.
Right.
You don't need to be a rapper to do anything.
Well, this is also why, like, yesterday, dude, when we kind of got fucked, I was like, I could tell how like stressed you were, and I'm like, dude, it's gonna be okay. Promise you. Like,
yeah, but it's only going to be okay depending on how I handle the situation.
I don't know. I just could tell.
No, it was tough.
Yeah.
It was a fucking yeah. Like I definitely went through the ropes for sure.
What time did I FaceTime you last night?
Roughly, I'd say like 12 to 12:30, and then we were on the phone until like 2.
Yeah, making sure he's good.
Yeah, it's so challenging if you have to build something. You have to build a foundation, and then it's like, all right, I'm going to build this thing so you guys can come up here and step onto what I'm at. And most of the time you need help from a distributor, you need help from a record label, but to actually be able to do that on your own, I feel like that's what really distinguish the greats and the legends from just people that are making random music and have a brand and they're a little bit successful for a couple years and then they drop off.
Yeah.
It's like Tech Nine. He literally has...
I love Tech Nine.
He has Strange World. He has one of his songs open up where she goes, hello, Mr. Yates. And he's like, where am I? And she's like, you're in your world. Because that's what Tech Nine did.
I remember
Tech Nine was my favorite.
Yeah, I remember seeing Tech Nine at
so
Soundset one year with the face paint.
Loved
and all
him.
that shit.
He's only
Worldwide
like 5'8".
Choppers and stuff was a fucking
We actually,
banger.
our buddy that was on here yesterday, we interviewed him, and he actually opened up for Dizzy Wright, and we are kind of talking about the whole funk volume like movement, because Tech Nine was pretty cool with like Hobson and shit like that, I think.
Yeah, Tech Nine is pretty. I think they're pretty heavy when it comes to Minnesota stuff. They were always around for everybody.
I think Tech Nine usually plays at the Gathering too, like the ICP like festival. I don't know if they still do anymore, but
no, he's still making music, or they're still making music and stuff. It's just not as persistent, I say, as what they used to be. Like, we used to listen to their albums on replay.
I used to listen to Dizzy Wright like every day. But like you were kind of saying too, like, yeah, people, I think they have their really big wave and then they just kind of drop off, which sucks. But
well, it happened with Wu-Tang.
Yeah, it happened with,
dude, I actually saw Wu-Tang
with Flatbush Zombies as well. Like, I love Tech Nine and I love Flatbush Zombies, but they had the potential to keep going. It's just, it almost felt like it was just like, you know what, let's not.
But there's only, I think, we're all still humans, and so you get burnt. And when you're grinding for so many years, you have this thing. Some people
who knows what happened though. It could be the fact that they got into the industry and didn't like what was happening while they got there, but they liked the process of getting there.
Or dude, I don't even think are the Underachievers still even a thing anymore?
I think they've definitely posted something, I want to say like 8 months ago.
I think they both still make music, but I don't think they're a group anymore.
No. Flatbush is still together. I don't know about the Underachievers, but I've looked them up like 6 to 8 months ago, and they had some new stuff. I'm not gonna like quote anything or say that I do or do or like, not know.
Whatever. You know who I miss? Air. AER.
Oh, stop.
When they split up, dude, I was like, fuck.
I love them.
There's like their vibe.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I
Floats My
listen
Boat.
To their song, like on repeat.
Floats My Boat is my
It's like that summertime like vibe. I'm on a roof getting high.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this guy?
I actually saw them perform twice.
You did?
Yeah, once at Somerset and once at the Fine Line, I think.
They broke up for like mutual reasons though. It's understandable, but honestly they made some great fucking music that you wouldn't hear from anybody except them.
I think when you start a thing or like a group at a younger age, over time you just like kind of realize you want to do other shit.
Well, like Odd Future with like Frank Ocean.
They're all doing their thing though.
Tyler the Creator has LaFleur or whatever it's called, his store line.
Yeah.
or what's that one guy's name? Like
Fluor?
Taco or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, Taco.
He's like a big actor now and shit. Like
he is.
that's crazy.
That's a little dude who's funny, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've seen him in a couple
He just-
Netflix shows
Yeah,
or
he
something.
just put out a movie with Jonah Hill that's on Netflix actually. I forgot what it's called though.
You people.
yeah.
Is that the one? I
Yeah,
think
with
he's-
Eddie
watched
Murphy.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, where
Uh-huh.
Eddie Murphy's holding up the camera like, oh, I'm gonna watch this fat boy suck at basketball, and then Jonah Hill just destroys.
For real, dude.
It's hilarious.
Dude, Jonah Hill's good shit, dude.
Yeah.
You playing like sports or anything like that growing up?
Basketball. I love basketball.
For sure.
You know, I played baseball and football, but
That was
Yeah.
your one though.
yeah, like
Mhm.
I almost know basically every major basketball player,
For sure.
starting five.
So do you like only like T-Wolves games and shit like that, or
So this year I got free 100 level tickets.
hell yeah?
And they were in the section that you got to go into the TCL lounge, which is the members exclusive lounge.
It's like the box seats kind of.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was incredible. That
Hell
was
yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Did you get those tickets through like doing what you're doing?
No,
Just
it
just
was-
very randomly.
they were just like, here's some free tickets, the
Mhm.
100 level, and I'm like, how am I gonna get how
Yeah.
how did I get these tickets? And I did.
Yeah, I like watching basketball. It's actually like one of the only sports I never played growing up.
So fast paced.
I'm a huge hockey guy, but at my old job, my boss had season tickets, so I'd probably go to like three games a year, which
For
was
the
fun.
Wild.
Yeah, I wish I kind of still worked there. But
I
not
love
really.
Wild. Like I love hockey games. I just
I-
can't watch
Fuck,
it.
we were watching
on
the
TV.
Wild play before we got here. Actually, I think it was 3-1. They're playing the Capitals. I should probably check the score here in a second, but we're just talking about sports.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards. First game he hasn't played in a year and a half.
Crazy.
Yeah, he rolled that ankle so bad. Did you hear about Anthony Davis the other week
I don't
or the
think
other
so.
day? He was getting up from his chair, okay, and he hit his knee on a coffee table, and he's gonna be out for 2 weeks.
My
Like I said,
man,
we're all human beings, though, man. Like
my guy.
shit like that happens.
Yeah,
I'd say the only time I've broken like 2 bones, and it was just when I was hammered. It was like within like a year apart too, and I think it was right when I was 21. It's like the hype of like going out and
Okay.
raging.
Yeah.
Like, I still do that a lot, but when you turn 21, it's a different
You're
animal.
supposed to.
Yeah. Yazerski.
Woo! Feeling good, feeling great.
feeling amazing. I
Hey.
mean, it's the perfect ABV at 6.5
You got any more tequila?
tequila.
I do in my car. Yeah, I do.
Word.
Do you want me to grab it?
You're good. I can go grab it.
My car's
Whatever.
like right there.
You want some tequila?
Yeah, let's do a shot.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you say that, like, that was kind of your thing for a bit, tequila?
Well, I mean, The Rock, man.
Okay.
His Terramana tequila. Have you guys tried that?
Mm-mm.
It's like $25.
That's not
And
bad, actually.
It's at the level of like $100.
Yep.
At like the level of $100 tequila.
And like most tequila's pretty expensive.
Like real Patron.
Like Patron.
$50 per little 750 milliliter bottle.
Yep. Is 1738 a tequila? What's like that really skinny bottle
Is it-
that's
is-
darker?
Oh,
Like a
is
darker
that
bottle?
1800.
Yeah, dude.
That's 1800. Yeah.
We interviewed our boy Nolan Riddle, Endless Grudge, and then we actually like vlogged his show, and one of our homies just went all out and bought that, so we were sipping on that before the show, and not gonna lie, I felt pretty cool for a second.
Yeah, you feel great,
Mhm.
right?
So is your family like decent drinkers or party goers? kind of?
Well, there's a big story with my dad. He's kind of, we'll just say disabled physically.
Gotcha.
So he can't party
Too much.
unless he's on the beach.
That's his thing.
Yeah, because it opens everything up when you're on the beach.
Hells
So
yeah.
he can have like 8 beers when he's on the beach.
For sure.
Any other time. St. Patty's Day, we shared 4 beers, and that was like the first time he drank in like 4 months.
I wish that I drank more like that. Like where I have my one day like a month or something like that. But
well, for him, it's so physically draining.
Right.
So
Yeah.
like, yeah.
For me too, man. I was hungover as hell this morning.
Dude, I was so hungover yesterday after St. Patty's Day. Yeah, we downed 4 Heffenweizens. I had like 10, like shared 12 beers. We had a neighbor come over.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Were
was
you just at the crib?
Yeah, I was doing like a sampling with one of my neighbors.
Hell yeah.
Sent her home with some beer and
Nice.
everything. Yeah.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, I've been giving everyone
I almost feel like too, like we can relate to, because this is our own podcast, but it's pretty much like a promoter type of based thing what we're doing. So that's kind of what you're doing too, just with like beer, you know?
Right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so what I noticed with like my podcast compared to like the Instagram that I'm doing with the beer is I'm tagging Dual Citizen Brewing Company in all of my posts. So I get a lot of just engagement from that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then so what I noticed I started having to do with the podcast is tagging whoever we're talking about and stuff like that. But it's not as successful when you're tagging Drake compared to Dual Citizen Brewing Company.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Dual Citizen and Uda Pills 56, they'll all comment, like the stuff, and that's pretty much as good as $10.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What all social medias are you on then?
Just Instagram and TikTok, and I don't focus on TikTok at all because of the KSA thing that I heard. Like, you don't make any money. So I just, as long as I can download it off of Instagram, and as long as the music can be downloaded from Instagram, I'll upload it to TikTok.
It took me forever to commit to getting my own TikTok, because I'm like, I just watch like Instagram like live feed and shit like that, and it's like basically the same thing. Yeah, Reels.
Yeah.
And I've always been a huge Instagram person, but the cool thing about TikTok though is it's pretty easily to post a video and get hella views.
A lot of views. So it's basically a promotion place. That's what I treat it as. I don't treat it like I'm going to put any money into it, that I'm going to get any money back from it. It's basically like I'm going to nail this piece of paper to the local community wall.
Yeah, literally. Like I posted some dumb videos on TikTok and it gets like, over 1,000 views, which isn't a lot on TikTok, but
but
it's still crazy to think that 1,000 people saw that.
And how many of those 1,000 like clicked onto your profile, and if you have your YouTube
link on
the profile, that's what it's for.
The one thing about TikTok though too is like they didn't let you put links in your description. You kind of gotta
you can do that
finesse
now.
it.
Yeah, you can do it now, but like back in the day, it was like if you put your Instagram on, you would get flagged and stuff.
Really?
Like, they did not allow you to tag your own things outside of TikTok when it first started. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's just the information that I know, but I might be wrong.
They
like I don't want to spread any misinformation, but I believe that's how it was.
Yeah.
No, you can because they have that little fucking link right next to your follow button that is with Instagram, but I don't think you can do YouTube yet.
Yes, you can.
You can?
Yeah, now you can.
I haven't dove into TikTok for a couple months.
Yeah, I looked into it a month ago. So
okay.
Are you on YouTube then too? Or?
So I'm gonna actually start doing beer reviews in the next month.
Dude,
I have to do.
If you need a couple extra bodies,
what kind of
come through?
What's like the scene as far as like how you're gonna shoot these beer reviews? Like what's kind of
minute and a half
category and
videos
stuff
of me opening the beer, being like, it tastes this, and this. Basically, what I do now with the beer reviews, just live in a minute and a half video.
So do you plan on like actually going live and doing these, or are you just gonna do a minute and a half video?
Right? Yeah, that would be great if I could actually do live and then record it live. Can you record it live like that?
I have a suggestion. So I've seen a lot of people starting to go on TikTok live, correct? And
Oh, yeah.
they go on there to sell. So they'll be on there for like 12 hours, constantly selling to new viewers that are coming on.
I know a lot
So
of girls that
TikTok
just
Live
go
is it's
TikTok
almost
Live.
like an auction type deal. So everybody that comes on, you can promote, you can keep going and stuff, and then you just tell them, here's the website if you want to buy this brand or whatever. You got the link in the bio, and you could go on for hours. And that's kind of how a lot of I wouldn't call them TikTok brands, but a lot of brands are doing their sales right now is through live selling. So if you were able to go live once you have 1,000 followers, and you could get like 12 beers, and you're just like, here's this beer, and then you pour it. You almost show them how the pour consistency is and stuff, the color, the taste, the flavor, go through what you think it is, the palate and everything. I can guarantee you might sell a couple more just through that.
Yeah.
If you could put the link inside the live and stuff for what kind of beer you're tasting.
Yeah, because you can probably at the brewery.
Yeah.
Yep. So I would be able to do that with one beer every time. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that could be your thing where you just go live for 10 minutes and then just kind of 5 minutes people start gathering in, and then the next 5 minutes you crack the beer, you pour it in a cup, show the consistency, show the color, and then just tell them where to get it, tell them the taste, the flavors, and just kind of keep going about where it came about. It could probably
I mean,
sell.
also too, like I would even suggest having some like randoms come on that aren't a part of Invictus or anything like that, and just some everyday normies that give their honest opinion about it. That's what I'm trying to get at. So if you need an extra body, let me know.
Yeah.
I'm sure your schedule is pretty scarce and pretty random, but how often do you have to like pull up to Invictus, or how often do you have to check in with them, or
not too often.
Which is great.
Yeah, it's great.
Freedom or creative freedom control.
Yeah, they just give me the beer samples. They pretty much just send it over to whatever liquor store I'm at.
And then, so the beer's already there waiting.
Yeah,
you just kind of like set up the
time.
table and stuff like that.
I had one up in Forest Lake that I went up and picked it up from Invictus.
For sure.
If I'm not going around it, I'll just...
Are you doing a lot of tastings then, like at liquor stores and stuff?
Yeah, 1 to 3 a week right now.
Mhm.
I have like a legitimate job where I caregive and stuff on Monday through Wednesday.
And then how long are these tastings? I'm sure it's probably
2
varies.
hours.
That's not too bad. Then.
Yeah, it's easy. It's $50.
Yeah.
So it's like...
And I mean, for me, at least when I go to the liquor store, yeah, I'm going to go get that free tasting 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
Every time.
I always get it.
Yeah.
I had a couple guys in White Bear show up just
obliterated,
just dank, basically. Just smelling, right? And I got them to buy every single type.
Yeah, stoners will fold for anything.
But I see where they're coming from, because they're coming in there and they're like, you know what, I'm about to buy some booze, and then they get a quick taste testing. They're like, damn, this is new, and I kind of like that. Fuck it, bro. Let's buy the new stuff that we just tried. I feel it. I've done the exact same thing. I've done it, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the tastings that I have tried and stuff, it doesn't work, because I walk in and I got a set mind on what I'm already buying. But it definitely is. It's definitely nice to get that little shot.
I actually did buy, I think like a 4-pack. I think it was like a...
Did you take one of these?
Was it the Apple Shine?
Yeah.
The Apple Shine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did you take one?
Yeah, we both took one.
Okay.
Like he was saying too, normally like I have to take the free tasting. I usually don't buy it. It's just because it's free. But that was probably the one and only time I actually did do a tasting. Then I actually bought like a 4 or 6-pack of it or something like that.
Yeah, unless we're talking about Wild Terra.
I've done it twice
company.
where I've actually bought the taste test.
Oh, nice, yeah.
But it was good. It was good
Yeah.
shit.
Ciders are good.
Yeah, so Wild Terra Cider Company,
I want
is-
to try that.
I've seen them at a couple of liquor stores now. They're probably at Fridley, but compared to that, the apple shine, it's pretty good. Like if you're looking at an Angry Orchard or something like that, the apple shine is way better.
Have you
I got a odd question,
Yeah.
but I know you're not into the design of the can and stuff.
I
But so as far as like the sticker in the design of a can, like if you look at Coors Light, it's obviously embedded into the can. But when it comes into like new breweries, there's this sticker on it.
Mhm.
What kind of separates the big companies from the companies that have to put the stickers on? Why do they do stickers instead of just printing on a can?
Well, I mean, just look at it. So now, if you peel this off, it's just a regular can.
Right,
Silver.
right.
So you buy 1 million of the silver cans.
Uh-huh.
You don't know how many you're going to make of each beer. That's what I never thought of, because you really don't know how
Oh.
many you're going to make of the beer.
Okay.
You could make another batch. It could be super popular. It could not be popular, and then you're not selling as much.
So what you're saying is when it comes to a brewery who makes different types of beers compared to Coors Light who makes one type of beer, the reason why they have it printed on the can is because they know that's the only beer they're making.
Yeah, they're making
And when it comes to the brewery, it depends on the supply and demand chain.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And it depends on what ingredients you can get as
Yep.
well. Yeah.
Okay, I always wondered that because I've been very in touch when it comes to like brewery beers, and I see them and they always have a sticker on them, but then when it comes to mainstream beers, it's like the can is what the can is. So
It's not recyclable.
this isn't
No, the sticker
the sticker
is
isn't.
not recyclable. It's pretty much a public service announcement right now.
See,
because-
that's what I don't fuck with.
Yeah,
if it's
they
not
all say.
frick you guys.
Yeah, they all say remove. Usually, all of them say remove the sticker before recycling. So that's the big drawback. But this one doesn't say it.
That's kind of so there should be ways around that though, correct? To where your to where your sticker could be recyclable.
This has to be recyclable because there is a recycle thing on it.
Oh yeah, I see that.
So most of them though actually have a thing where it says please remove the sticker before recycling.
And I'm assuming that those stickers are pretty easily removable.
Yeah, I mean they're
Well, this one is recyclable, so yeah. But as
we're
far
gonna talk about
okay.
recycling for the next 35
No,
minutes.
This is a hippie podcast.
I'm a big fan of being
totally.
healthy with
Absolutely.
the earth and stuff. I don't like littering and anything like that. I recycle. I put my garbage where it needs to be. You should see my car. Yeah.
A million water bottles.
I will
on the floor.
never just throw things out of my car, just throw them out. I'd rather just keep it in my car, and once I can get it out of there, I'll get it out of there.
Right. Yeah, it's connected to the earth and everything.
I mean, once it comes down to it, like we're gonna get weird and deep here.
Though I
Like,
was a philosophy minor, so I mean.
So like trees are alive. Trees breathe. They know they keep us alive.
We need
right?
trees.
They give us oxygen. So how am I supposed to like help them? Even though they're not like we're not able to communicate, the only way I can help them is by giving them the soil and the things that they need to become what they are. And the only way I can take it away from them is by throwing this on the ground. Why not just put it in a fucking garbage can? And when you look at it a broad perspective, what I throw in the garbage can might not go exactly where I think it's going to go.
Right.
But I have no control over what happens after I throw this in the recycling. That comes down to the big companies and stuff. And I can only do my part as far as recycle where I need to recycle and throw garbage where I need to throw it. What they do with it is out of my control.
At least you tried.
And
But you don't know where it goes, so.
that's where I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Is like, why would I just throw it on the ground? Why? When I know, and it's just not. It just doesn't look good.
No, I would say when I was in high school, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd throw my McDonald's bags out the window all the time.
No, I never.
Not anymore.
I was never like
Well,
that.
good. I mean,
Yeah, I changed my ways. I used to be a fuckboy.
I was always recycling garbage kid. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you think about it, like, what if you were this earth? Like, imagine your body as the earth, and people are just throwing trash all over you.
Right.
Why
Well, people
would
are to
I
do that to me, but whatever.
I get it. I understand like why some people don't recycle and throw away trash, because when you look at those videos where trash goes, it really doesn't go anywhere except to the earth. It's just controlled.
And where do we?
It's a lose-lose situation.
Where do we get these good goods?
we could. You could get them at Fridley Liquor. I'm
Perfect.
sure.
I'm sorry, I just went off there. My bad.
No, you're good. That was actually that's a good.
We gotta
topic.
recycle,
Right.
guys.
But
no, for real.
I just want to change the
it's a
topic
big
because
thing.
I'm gonna start rocking with these.
I think so
The
too.
name's
I
dope.
actually,
The name's dope, and it's a good beer. I
Do you
appreciate you
have
bringing these.
a-
Honestly,
Do you have a price on these for a 4-pack?
So they were $16.99, and then now they're $13.99.
$13.99 for a
For a
4
4-pack,
of
yeah.
16 ounce.
16, yeah. So
There's
it's
some-
the same as 6 12 ounce.
there's some
But
sippers
also,
too. Like,
Yeah.
this is a 6.4 ABV, so it's a little more up there than your natural beer.
Right. Do you guys get into IBU? Have you heard of that structure of classifying beer?
Can you explain a little more?
So it's a scale of like 0 to like 70, I think, or 80. And it's how bitter your beer is. So the higher the number, the more bitter. So like the Avenger from Invictus is a 70. It's going to be their most bitter beer. The Furious by Surly is going to be around a 70. It's going to be a super bitter beer.
Mhm.
And then like a sour will be 0.
I know this is like really weird. I know what bitter means, but can you kind of like explain what
taste.
a bitter taste
Yeah.
would be like?
So a bitter taste is almost like a sharp carbonation, and it's almost an alcohol flavor. But you can't classify it as an alcohol flavor because that is esters.
Science
Just
rules.
Raised a new
Estery.
question for me. So what classifies a beer from a liquor? Is it the liquor content or the alcohol
It would
content,
be-
or is it the way it's brewed?
It
in
would be the
things?
way it's brewed
Okay.
and things, because you can get like a seltzer that's a vodka seltzer.
Right. Yeah.
And it's basically the same way that they make a vodka, but you're just putting carbonation.
So the
There's
difference,
many different ways
the
to do it.
difference between like a vodka that I mean, let's just put things into like easy perspective here. Let's call this a vodka right here.
Oh, well, it's a
And-
tequila. I'm just kidding.
So we're just putting.
I know.
Use your imagination. All right. So we got a vodka right here, and we got a
Yes.
vodka seltzer.
Yes.
Why is the vodka seltzer different than the vodka? Is it the flavor or is it the carbonation?
It would be the carbonation. But there are multiple different ways to get a seltzer, because you can have a vodka that you put carbonation into, basically just putting club soda into it. Or you could actually make it into a seltzer, like from the ground up. You can start with, what is it called? Everclear. You can start with an Everclear, and then that's how you get to a seltzer. Or you could honestly build it from the ground up. Like a Drecker seltzer will have full puree in it.
What's
Like
puree?
Like actual fruit puree, like
Yum.
Oh, okay.
blueberry.
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
I love fruit.
yeah. So
I'm a big
then
natural
you can
guy.
you can get alcohol from that, and that's
Like
where
grapes.
Yeah, right.
Like
Yeah.
wine.
Yep.
So sours can get onto the lines of almost wine. I've had one from Wild Minds Ales that the middle flavor is grape wine, like straight Pinot Noir. And then, so with another sour at Elm Creek Brewing, they put like 60, 70 pounds of puree into it. So blueberry and raspberry, they'll put it into a huge pot and then they'll brew it. And that's how they'll get their beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bella tried to tell me today she doesn't like raspberries. I'm calling her out.
Fucking love raspberries.
I literally looked at her. I'm like,
raspberries.
One that's whack too. I love
and
all
blackberries.
I love
Blackberries are like, raspberries are good, but blackberries are fucking phenomenal.
I love most fruit, honestly.
Huckleberry.
Huckleberries?
I don't even know if I've ever had a huckleberry.
I thought that was a joke.
Yeah, I thought that was
Huckleberry Finn.
Yeah.
Huckleberries.
Huckleberry, like, describe it for us.
A grape blueberry.
Oh, that sounds phenomenal. Can you get
I love blueberries.
Can you get them like at like most like?
I don't think so. I went to Montana State in Bozeman for a semester. It was so expensive.
Oh damn, we should talk about that too.
Yeah, it's so damn expensive. It was $46,000 for a semester.
Do you
I thought Dunwoody was expensive.
Oh, dude, my brother goes out of state too. He goes to ASU, so he's.
I went to Dunwoody and
yeah. I was like, I'm done.
Do you like ski or snowboard or anything?
Yeah,
like
I
that?
snowboard.
Okay, because I mean, you'd probably only want to go to Montana. Just that's partial the reason, I would assume.
With the mountains out there, you can climb a different peak every day for 2 years.
Woo! See, this is why I don't like snowboard anymore. I'm a big fan. Like, I'm pretty good at it and stuff. But once I went out to Colorado, I went to Vail and Steamboat, and in the same trip, and I came back here and I was like, never again.
Well, dude, because here it's just a little snow and ice, dude.
It's literally ice, but ice. out there, I get to the top of the lift and I'm like, I got options, but wait, I got options. I could take another lift up to the other quarter of the mountain, or I can start going down. What I did, we kept going up until we couldn't go up anymore. And then you got a good 30 to 45 fucking minutes and you're just like, bro, I gotta take a break. I can't go all the way.
That's real riding.
It's real mountain shit. You gotta be careful. You gotta watch out for those fucking the tree around the trees. Don't go close to the trees. That's just sketchy.
You'll fall in.
What do they call them?
You'll fall into.
They're called
10 feet down.
They're called
crevasses.
Tree.
I have no clue.
It would be a crevasse. But the crevasse is like a huge one.
There's a name for it, for like term for snowboarding and stuff. It's just not hitting my brain right now. But
Narholes.
Like honestly though, like I went out there with some boys and it was like I might go down for like 30 seconds, but I'm gonna stop and look up to make sure they're still there, because even though it's that fun, you have to kind of be safe. Oh
yeah, it's crazy. So have you been to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan?
No, never been to Michigan.
I've been to Michigan.
Never. So my friend James lived in Colorado for 2 years. Went to Mount Bohemia in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan and said it was comparable to Colorado.
I wouldn't doubt it.
It is a 6.5 hour drive.
From here?
From here.
That's not bad at all compared to 15 or 16 to Colorado.
Yeah, so it's like an honest weekend trip.
Let's hit a trip.
Over. Yeah. Yeah, I love the Upper Peninsula.
I unfortunately sold my snowboard like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I loved your snowboard. Yeah. Whatever it was.
That was Rome butter knife, baby.
I loved it.
It was
I wanted him to give it to me.
It was like Hawaiian, and then on the bottom it said everyone's getting laid.
I used to work at Elm Creek.
Yeah.
In Maple Grove, and I remember when you bought that board, I was like, let me try it. And I tried it one time. I'm like, dog.
I also had the
let me get it.
I got the Flux bindings, which I think at the time when I got it, Flux was like a newer binding brand. and the back of them had like Hawaiian girls on. So I'm like, I gotta like get those
Yeah.
because they'll match the board.
I'm a big
vibe,
fan of the K2 bindings and stuff.
the one.
No, I don't like the one strap anymore. I just like the colors and stuff and the way they feel on
Mhm.
my feet. I like the 2 straps,
Mhm.
to be honest. I like 2 straps
Yeah.
because I can feel more of the board and stuff. But as of right now, I got a Rome Mountain Rocker, I believe.
Cool.
Need the rocker, dude.
I can't remember, but
'Cause
like
you
I'm
gotta
a
be
big
jibbing
fan.
sometimes.
I'm a big fan of like the rocker boards. I'm a big rail
Yeah.
guy and stuff. And
Well, he worked at Elm Creek like forever.
so you can only like guess that I'm a big rail guy.
Yeah.
You're working at Elm Creek.
Elm Creek is all rails.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah, I just have a DC board. Yeah.
um
Yeah.
no, I used to have a DC board too. I used to
Oh,
have
I
2
love it.
boards.
Yeah.
But
And then
I
I got
sold one.
ride bindings. I got the most heavy duty bindings I could because I got a board that was in between like a freestyle and a mountain one.
Mhm.
Which is perfect.
And then I got just metal bindings so my feet would stay in.
The metal bindings, not gonna lie, are my favorite just due to the fact that they can hold so much more pressure when
Yeah.
it comes to things. Because I've had the plastic bindings and I broke multiple of them.
Yeah, they just wear out real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Good. Hazy Oat IPA.
it's understandable why you would want metal bindings. Like I love my duty, but I love things that can kind of be like freestyle as well.
Right?
You know?
Yeah, because you want the utility of something that you can
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
use
that's
in
what I
Colorado
meant.
Yeah.
and Michigan. But I mean, you still have to have fun in Minnesota.
Well,
you
'cause,
still have
like,
to be able
I won't ride here anymore
It
after going to
sucks.
Colorado.
It just
I won't.
sucks.
I literally will not. It doesn't
Well,
matter
that's
how
like
much
for me
it
too. Is like I
smells.
loved hitting, jibbing and shit like that. But I also do like trail riding. Just
If we go out to Colorado one time, like I was a park kid.
Mhm.
I never rode anything but park.
Mhm.
Always rails, like everything boxes.
everything
Go
dangerous.
out to fucking Colorado. My whole mind changed. I didn't want to hit a rail or anything in
It's
Colorado.
fucking scary.
I
bro.
was fucking
Hitting rails
nah,
and shit.
dude. I was ripping through the woods, everything like that, and I didn't even need to hit rails because of
Right.
how fun it was
Mhm.
just riding. But here, just riding here, you got a good minute until you're at the fucking
Right back down.
ski lift
Yeah.
already, and
Mhm.
it's just ice.
Yeah, but in Colorado and those places like Upper Peninsula of Michigan, Montana,
We should
Big
go to
Sky.
Michigan.
Big Sky. was
I've been to
awesome.
Michigan twice actually. Shout out Electric Forest.
No, we should go to Michigan to snowboard.
I get
They
what you're
have some
saying.
great disc golf out there too.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, I went out to Hooten. I
Mhm.
got the proper pronunciation of it. I can never do proper pronunciations.
Neither can
Yeah.
I. I mean, I can barely talk.
Yeah, like, do you know what used to be here? The old country buffet?
Oh, in Riverdale,
Here,
in Fridley.
where the Axel Apartments.
Oh
used
yeah,
to
dude.
be.
You know what's crazy? So this used to be a strip mall, right?
Yeah,
My
Yeah.
mom used to own a
Red Savoy used to be here.
my mom kind of owned like a
No idea
was-
what
it was-
y'all are talking about.
there used to be this used to be
a strip mall.
this used to be a strip mall right here.
Yeah.
My mom used to own like a
My
Clothing
cousin
store?
lived right a couple blocks away from
Yeah.
here.
Huh.
my mom
Yeah.
owned a clothing store that was
Yeah, I
almost it's kind of like
totally
it was
know.
kind of like a TJ Maxx
Yeah,
almost,
I totally
but
know
it
what
was
that place is.
her and my aunt owned it for
Really?
years, yeah. And now it's like crazy because I lived here for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, this place is so nice. I was really excited to like see
Everyone
inside of it
thinks
and stuff.
Fridley's sketchy, but I'm just like, just don't be an idiot. It's not that sketchy.
I mean, every place can be sketchy
Right.
if you make it.
Coon Rapids
Yeah,
can be sketchy.
If you're looking around at people like, what are you doing? They're
Bro.
gonna be like, oh, what are you doing?
You could
Mind
go,
your business.
You could go to Andover and be sketchy.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's be honest.
Come
I mean, I've been
Any-
sketchy in Andover, but
Any
Exactly.
Walmart. Yeah.
It doesn't
any
matter.
Walmart.
but I'm fine with me being sketchy. It's just when other
Right,
people are being
but
sketchy, I don't like it.
it just feels sketchy. Maybe I just don't fit in there, and that's why I feel sketchy.
Oh,
I was
in
never meant to be an
Andover?
Andover kid, even though I was.
Yeah,
or
I know.
whatever.
I don't think either of us were.
Yeah, I'm not meant to be an
Yeah.
Andover kid either.
I don't even know.
No.
If
I'm just
I
saying.
don't even know if
just
I'm necessarily like even like a Minnesota kid, honestly.
No,
I love Minnesota, but
I don't even know where the fuck we fit in. We're not Cali
fucking
boys.
Florida.
Pluto.
We're not Cali boys at all.
Pluto.
I used to be.
Mars.
Your Green Bay Packers? I'm just
No.
kidding.
Low key, I was a Green Bay fan growing up.
When I was a child, like
Yeah?
a child before I
Ooh.
hit 5 years old, I was definitely like Green Bay.
Well,
I remember that shit.
I had an older cousin that was a huge Green Bay fan, and he was kind of like a influence to me. So that's why.
I think we would fit more inside like the middle of the states or like Switzerland
I
Florida.
honestly do it. I almost
or Australia.
like if Scottsdale goes well, dude. Fuck, dude, I might just move down there.
I already told you.
I'm
about
trying to go
that.
golf every day.
I
and
already
just
told
make
him. I'm
content.
like, should we
in
just move
Scottsdale.
down there right before winter?
Dude,
for
we could
6
just sign
months?
like a 6-month lease, and if we don't like it,
That's what
like,
Chad
just
was
move
talking
back.
to me about, and I'm like, bro, you got the right idea. I'm down for that. But then it comes into play where it comes like girlfriends, family, stuff like that, and yeah.
I put girlfriends first a couple times. It's never worked out.
No, it doesn't.
As much as I love my girlfriend and stuff, I just like no matter what we do, I feel like it's always gonna be on the cusp of like I want to do something and she wants to do something. So there's never gonna be a line where we're both like, okay, let's do it together.
Right.
I shouldn't have even said
Do
that.
you know how long we've been running for?
120.
Okay. Our second guess is
But
Not to cut it
I'm
off
gonna edit that part out. I shouldn't have said that.
Exposing.
I exposed myself. My bad.
But,
yeah. So let's try to
So all right,
mitigate this back into a new conversation.
Here's a great question, guys.
Mhm.
I know you don't particularly have a beer that you really want to have every day, but do you have like a person, like a beer that you really have in your
I'm
mind?
so
that-
all over the board, but I really
So
like
all over the board?
like
So
lemon citrusy type of flavored beers.
as far as when it comes to like things that are at my disposal, and if I've never tried anything before, it's definitely a Bud Light.
Bud Light.
Yeah.
same,
Oh,
same.
Really?
Because it's so
Okay.
simple. It doesn't taste
What
too
about
much.
Grain Belt?
I'm not a fan.
Shout out Premium Grain Belt.
I'm not
Yeah.
a fan.
Is it too carbonated?
I think it's too thick.
Too thick.
It just stays the taste stays in my mouth too long.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
So I like
Oh,
a
yeah.
Bud Light just based on the fact that it's a cheap beer and everybody can drink it. I used to like McGolden, but McGolden kind of turned into it felt like it was old every time I drank it. It didn't feel like a fresh beer.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah.
So
I get what you're saying.
It
though.
almost felt soury,
Oh.
but like old soury.
So like fermented and acidic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like its shelf life has been passed. And
I taste that with some of the beers I have right now because I'll have them like out on display for 2
Mhm.
hours and then they'll kind of like turn.
yeah.
And then you'll have them at home. You're like, what happened to this batch?
But this right here, every sip that I've taken has definitely been good. It's just a lot. You know?
It is a lot.
It's not like a light beer to where you can just keep drinking it. It feels like once you drink it, you got the drink you were expecting, but also it's more there than like a Bud Light. So here,
Yeah.
let me do a little taste test.
Do a taste test.
So it's thick. It's not dark. It's pretty light. It's got nice flavors. It went down pretty smooth. I can compare it to a mango blonde, but I say it's not as light as a mango blonde when it comes from a lift bridge. But it is a little warm. It's been here for a while, so
Yeah, you kind of almost get more of the flavor, but It's always more robust if you've left it out for a little bit.
It's not bad by any means. It's not
get
bad
more bitter
at all.
Well.
It doesn't have that stale taste at all. It doesn't have that like this is an old beer. It always tastes fresh every drink that I've taken of it. It's just not my beer preference, because I suppose my beer preference would be like a very light beer because of I don't like to feel like I'm full off of a beer.
So the word that you have to look for is sessionable.
Sessionable. Can you explain that? What's that mean?
So you can have multiple of them in a session. They're normally under 5% every time.
So no Surly Furiouses.
No, that is not a sessionable beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I feel that.
It's an actual tasting profile.
Yeah.
There's some wild ones. Like from Dual Citizen, we had I had a barley wine from them that had a plasticky taste, and it was classified as diacetyl, and it won the gold for barley wine in the whole entire world.
Can you explain what a diacetyl is?
It is literally plastic flavor.
That's what diacetyl means?
Yes. So like estery is the alcohol flavor, like hams. You guys have had hams.
Oh
before.
yeah.
I don't really like hams.
Exactly. It's because you don't like that estery flavor. It's literally
like
alcohol.
plastic?
It's alcohol, that flavor. And then it also
Hams
has hams has a sulfur taste to it.
That's
it has that rotten eggs flavor to it.
Dude,
but
it's cheap.
But yeah, diacetyl is literally plastic.
It's like senior year of high school. We got like $10. Just get a case of hams, I guess.
Yeah. but dude, that beer that I'm talking about, the barley wine, it won a gold medal for all barley wine in the whole world. And it had that flavor added to it. I'm like, I can't even drink this.
Right.
Like, wait, like y'all gotta be old people who have no taste buds to fucking classify this as something that tastes good.
Right.
I mean, where does it start? Where does the taste testing start to where it's like, you know what? I can be a taste tester compared to this person who is a taste tester. Well, how do I even get into that?
So that goes back on my
you have an opinion.
Yeah.
I have an opinion.
Of course.
How the fuck do they judge something based on everybody's different taste buds?
Yeah, they do the most advanced.
Well, even like with like sports and shit, like the Hall of Fame, like
I'll be right back.
The way how it works and shit is just
Dude,
so
Robert Horry
politics.
should be in the Hall of Fame.
There's a lot of people that should be in the Hall of Fame. That's all I'm gonna say on that part. You know.
Yeah, but
I think it just comes down to politics and shit like that, and who you know, and whatever.
So the main word that I was telling, let me see if I get the name right. Tony. All right.
Yep.
Is sessionable. That's a flavor profile in beer. Sessionable. So can you have this in multiple? Can you have multiple of these in one session? So that's like a beer that's under 5%. So that's what I would be like. You guys have to start with those and then move towards these. And then I'm honestly 5 years away from being able to appreciate a barley wine.
I just think as you get older, you learn to appreciate better quality everything. Yeah. Not just even booze, just everything in general.
Right? Like, I mean, even better clothes.
Even better females.
Yeah. Yeah, every time. You got to upgrade.
New snowboard.
Yeah, upgrade it.
Just because, like...
Got a new car.
It's expensive, but it's going to last me a while, hopefully. And it's better quality, and then drives better, and looks better, and makes me feel better. So, yeah, man.
Yeah. So I see you have a loon. That's usually my go-to.
You want to rip it?
Sure, why not?
You ever notice that it's the Minnesota symbol on here?
Really?
Look at it.
Oh my goodness, I never noticed that.
I didn't know that until about a year ago.
Are you serious?
And I literally was mind blown.
Whoa.
Crazy, right?
Wow.
I wish I didn't smoke vapes, but it's really hard to get off of them.
Dude, I literally just had a grape frozen slushie.
So good.
It's so
Vapes
good.
suck.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but they give you like that little stimulation.
Something to do.
I used to think that it helped me write more, the vape. And then I started working again, and it didn't.
I
help me
think it
right,
does
so I'm
boost my anxiety a little bit.
boosting. Oh, see, it's like a hit of coffee. For
Which, yeah, like you feel like it helps you relax, but it really, in reality, doesn't.
not relax.
No,
That
But-
shit does not help you relax
no,
at all.
not at all.
It is like, all right, I'm going to write 500 words right now.
So I need this vape while I'm doing that.
yeah. And
Yeah.
it's like, dude, I got away from that mentality. Well,
Well, I used to chew and smoke cigarettes.
Really?
Back in the day.
Dude,
So
I can't chew.
and then I quit because I grew up and I'm like, this is gross and it's expensive. And then these came around, and when I go to like shows or out drinking, I'm like, can I hit that? And the taste, it just tastes good. So it's really hard to get off them.
Those taste good. I hate vapes. I hate anything nicotine. I hate coffee.
You've never been a nicotine
everything.
guy.
Like I've tried drinking coffee. I've smoked cigarettes. I've done e-cigs. Everything.
Have you smoked a blunt before?
Oh yeah, multiple times.
See,
I
blunts
hate
is
it.
nicotine. Yeah.
Really?
I hate it.
I love blunts, dude.
I hate blunts.
Did you know blunts are nicotine? Like
you-
Yeah.
hardcore.
Yeah,
That's
do
how
you
I
like-
got addicted to
Do you
nicotine.
like
So my thing is like everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna smoke cigarettes. I'm gonna smoke cigarettes, right? But then these vapes come out. People are like, I'm gonna quit cigarettes and go to the vapes. I'll tell you right now,
I have a
if
big
you
thing
quit
about
cigarettes
all
and go
this.
to the vapes, you're gonna be more into nicotine after the
Well,
fact.
for
100%.
sure. There was also a professor.
You know who
from,
you are.
I think MIT. It's one of those Ivy League colleges
Mhm.
where the guy, he has 7 of the Nicorette gums. He has one of them in all the time, and they're like 10 milligram ones, and he does it every single day.
You know
And
what-
it's like, dude, that is so addictive with
Dude,
nicotine.
You know what's
Like,
good though?
crazy.
Do you smoke the King Palms?
I don't know. I haven't heard of those.
They're basically like cones, but they're blunt.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might have.
I
yeah.
actually just picked up a pack. I'm probably gonna smoke one after we're done potting today,
Nice.
and it's a Sugar Sean flavored.
Oh, my
King Palm.
man.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'll show you the pack.
Shout out Sugar Sean, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
my
but
guy.
here, I have a thing about all of this.
He
So,
ain't my guy, but he's my guy.
yeah. If you smoke a cigarette down to the butt every single time, like all the way down to the butt, right? How unhealthy is that last 3 hits?
Oh, the gross, dude.
Yeah, like those gross.
to be
hits.
honest, how unhealthy is every hit?
Right?
Exactly, but you
Yeah.
get more of that resin. So what happens with the people with the vapes? I had one of my friends. He didn't clean his vape. He didn't change the coil for like 4 months. Dude,
Gooey.
it's cancerous. That shit is cancerous, like crazy.
Oh,
For
that
sure.
makes
Yeah.
me that makes me gag a little bit.
No, seriously. So it's like, dude, if you keep in control, if you have everything clean, because I'm super into like concentrated cannabis. If you keep everything so clean, you have such a little rip and it's like concentrated, so you barely smoke and you barely inhale anything. And so that's where the quote unquote vapor stuff gets into almost a healthier quality. And then at the same time, it gets worse because it's more concentrated and a person is smoking the same amount.
Right.
And it's a slippery slope everywhere for
Vapor,
smoking.
the whole
the
vapor
vapors.
thing, the whole vapor thing is a fucking money grab.
100%. Dude, Mike Tyson, I got an email the other day. Mike Tyson.
From Mike?
Yeah, he
No
has
way.
Hook us up.
7,000 puff.
Tell him to say what's up to
Oh
us.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's just from his
I'll
company.
take some
Well,
take some
Just
good
his
stuff.
company.
You know what I mean?
No, it's $16.99 for a 7,000 puff vape.
for sure.
$16.99.
It's for a 7,000.
So like $17
for a 7,000 puff. That's
Is that bad or good?
That's 2,000
Uh-huh.
for the same price.
So are you
how can
saying
you
his
put-
is better or
Who knows? Because it's online. Dan Brazilian, Bilzerian.
yeah.
He also has a vape, and I forgot the name of it, but those are 3,000, and they're the
it's
same
got that-
price.
It's like that.
It's got a bowl
It's
on
like
it.
it's like a
Yeah.
what is that called?
Ignite?
Yeah, yep,
Yeah,
yep, it's
Ignite. Yeah. So those ones are more consistent, and I've honestly heard like really good things about those because it all depends on the company and what they're putting into it, because the FDA really,
Right. Yeah.
they're just like, all right, we're gonna ban mango flavor.
If I'm being honest, the FDA don't really do shit.
No,
They try to get rid of like flavor bumps and shit like
yeah,
that a while
just
ago.
flavors. And it's like, well, why does it matter about the flavors?
If we're being honest, it has nothing to do with smokeless tobacco, nicotine, anything like that. Even when it comes to like FDA approved food, FDA approved vegetables, FDA approved does nothing for you except for the fact that somebody just said, yep, it's good enough. There's no real science behind it to where like,
well, the FDA put cannabis into Schedule 1.
right.
So,
So
like,
what he's saying right now, the FDA can literally make any decision that they want and can tell you whether or not that you should or shouldn't be doing something.
Right.
But if you go on a package and look at it and see that it's FDA approved, but then you go back onto it and look at the ingredients, you're going to see that there's cancerous things, there's bad things for you, there's non-healthy things. It's just the fact that the FDA is a government-driven program, and the government is going to tell the FDA whether or not they should or shouldn't put something out. The
Right.
FDA has nothing to do with it.
pepperoni.
Fuck them.
Oh, I love pepperoni.
Pepperoni
has
is
over 50
FDA approved,
It has over
But-
50 carcinogens in it.
but
Is that good or bad?
Horrible. Carcinogens are bad.
Probably why my health's so shitty. I
but
eat a pepperoni pizza once a day.
there's a but to everything when it comes to government shit. I hate the government. Fuck you guys.
Fuck
sorry.
this. Fuck this system. I'm gonna build militia. Let's get it.
Yeah, but honestly, do you guys have a better idea?
Yeah, for real. though.
I have a great
There
idea.
needs to be some
I have
kind
a
of structure.
I have a great idea.
Yeah.
How about
Something.
everybody just grows their own food?
Go back and like
That would be
Past
Yeah.
times.
Start
that would be
backtracking.
challenging.
Yeah.
Start backtracking.
Everyone needs a calf.
Yeah,
Everyone needs a
everybody
calf.
needs some
Yeah.
chickens, some calves, like a lamb, sheep, whatever. You can
Chickens.
start doing cotton.
Yeah.
You can start making your own clothes,
Yeah.
and then like vegetables. Vegetables are easy. Here in a place like this, no, they're not, because what are we designed to do? Live within the system that we are
think
built
too-
to live in.
there's too many complexes popping up, and like a lot of the farming land I think is starting to like disperse a little bit, which is not good in my head, at least, you know.
That's why there's so much fake food being made, because they
Right.
can't produce enough real food. They have to come up with a solution for grocery stores.
Well, like
So,
bananas are not actual bananas.
No, bananas aren't even real.
No, they're not even real.
Made up thing.
Yeah, their bananas are made up. at least at like Walmart and what we look at them
Right.
and stuff, they're not supposed to be yellow like that.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be that
Uh-uh.
large.
For sure.
Most of the food that we have is not supposed to be that large.
It's chemically changed based on the fact that they need to mass produce it.
Well, it is genetically altered. Most food that we have is genetically altered to adhere against like pests and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you will have a specific beetle that really ravages an area. So you'll have a genetically altered seed, so that pest, that beetle, that insect doesn't like that plant anymore.
They'll literally do some science things to this fucking seed right here, to where they know this beetle does not like what is going on. So they'll put that non-likeness inside that seed and then grow the food. So now that food has something that we aren't even used to.
yeah.
Just due to the fact that they want to protect an insect. But that's a natural causing event, is an insect eating our food.
Yeah.
But insects won't even touch our food anymore.
Yeah. Well,
It's probably not a good sign then.
Except like they will,
Mhm.
but it's not what it used to be.
Speaking of food, I think I got a DoorDash here in a second. I'm starving.
No, it's good. I'm
But-
solid.
yeah.
Sure. Been a great pod, man. Thanks for coming.
Absolutely.
Oh
through, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm hyped.
You want to like drop in your social names or anything like
Yeah,
that? And-
Justin Craft Beer, TikTok, Instagram, and I do have a YouTube page. There's nothing much on it yet.
coming soon.
My reviews are going to be on there in the next month.
Perfect.
You owe me a beer.
Ah, fuck. Ah.
But for real, man. Well, I don't know. Should we wrap it up then? Or
Yeah, we can wrap it up. Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Comment, like, subscribe. Go follow Justin. You know, whether you just want beer or whether you work at a liquor store or a bar,
Or if you just
hit him
want to
up.
know like the differences between this beer and that beer,
Yeah.
he's got the descriptions, he's got the alcohol content when he does post beer. All of his stories are pretty well done, and his posts are pretty informative when it comes to what he's posting. So go follow him if you're a big beer drinker, and pop out to all the breweries.
Yeah, well, maybe try and like collab or do something like in the future, maybe like an event or something like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because yeah, well, love you guys.
Yep.
Keep talking. Be good.
See ya.
Good beer.